Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making a combination meal, which is we are having black dal with some lovely yellow fried potatoes on this cold Joburg weather. Over here I cut 1 cup of black dal, of which I soaked last night, and this morning I tried to remove most of the skin off, but unfortunately all doesn't get removed, but that is still okay. Over here I've got 2 liters of water that's boiling, and I'm gonna add in my black dal. Usually we cook this type of dal differently when doing prayers, but if we want to just cook it just to eat, so we give it a different braise. Now I'll allow this dal to boil for an hour, and I'll watch. Now I removed my dal to another stove, and now I'm ready to show y'all how to make my potato fry, which is going to be a little different, so must watch very carefully. I've got almost 1 kilo of potatoes that's sliced and rinsed out. It was about 7 large potatoes. Then I have 1.5 onions sliced roughly. For the braising, I have half a cup of oil, and thereafter I have 3 dry chillies with 3 green chilies slit, half a teaspoon of hurdee, just a small teaspoon of mustard seed, and a level tablespoon of fine salt, which I'll need to let it dissolve quickly into the curry, because the potatoes I'm using is a very soft cooking potato. And thereafter I have fresh dhania to garnish. Now I'm ready for making my yellow fried potato. I have my pot heated on moderate heat, adding in my oil. To my oil, I'm first going to add in my dry chilies and let this fry a little. And then I put in my mustard seed together with my green chilies. If you have fresh curry leaf, you can add a little to it, but it's optional. Before the mustard seed and dry chilies burn out, I'm going to add in my potatoes. And I sprinkle in my hurdee and my thyme salt. And now I'll give it a good stir. Then I'll decrease my heat and put on the lid and allow this to cook for 15 minutes, and I'll watch on. About 10 minutes has passed. Because these potatoes are so quick cooking, so we have to be a little faster, and you can see how it all fried up. To this potato, I'm just going to add half a cup of water and allow it will come back to another fry. My potatoes came to a second fry after adding the half a cup of water, and it's already gone so soft. So now I'm just going to add in my onions, and I'll give it another 5 minutes because I want the onions to have a little crunch to the fried potatoes. We checked on the salt was right. It's about 8 to 10 minutes that passed, but as I told you, this is lovely soft cooking potatoes, and nevertheless the potatoes that cook softly like this sucks in most of the extra oil. Now I'm ready to garnish and put my stove off. Nice fresh dhania. Now that this is done, I'm going to return back to my making of my black dhal. My dhal is still boiling, and to this I'm going to add in a tablespoon of rough salt and allow the salt to seep into the dhal. Cover this maybe for another hour or so. These are the rest of the ingredients for my dhal. I have here a tablespoon of veg ghee, 1/4 cup of oil, 1½ onion sliced, a teaspoon of jeera, I have 4 dry chillies, and then a little bit of thyme. You can also be using curry leaf. Then for the boiling purpose, I have 3 tomatoes grated and a dozen cloves of garlic and 3 green chilies slit. Then for the garnish, I have lovely spring onions with fresh dhania. 15 minutes has passed us for the boiling of the dhal, and to this point it's quite soft, so I'm adding in my garlic to it, my chilies, and then my tomatoes. Now I'll allow these ingredients to boil out. Now my dhal is almost done, and I also added an extra liter of water while the boiling was going on. So now I'm ready to braise my dhal. Add in my 1/4 cup oil. I've got my stove on, moderate heat. Then I add my ghee to it and allow the ghee to melt a little. The veg ghee is to make the dhal more rich and creamy. Now my ghee is melted, adding in my onions. And I allow these onions to fry. Now my onions are nice golden brown in color. Add in my dry chilies. my jeera and my thyme. So this is done. I switch my stove off and then add it into my boiling dhal and let it to simmer. And then I can garnish. Eventually my dhal is done. This dhal took almost 2 hours to boil out, and our potato fry has taken half an hour. So now I'm ready to garnish with my spring onions, my fresh dhania, now I'm ready to serve. Here you go, a traditional and very tasty meal, a yellow fried potato with black dhal served with some nice hot rice. You can also have it with some veg pickles or nuts chutney or salads. The choice can be yours. In the meantime, thanks for watching and enjoy your meal.